Hey everyone, Duval's Pool's back here again, and today is NFL Sunday, the first week of the 2020 pandemic NFL season, and we already had a game on Thursday. I didn't do a prediction for that, but I would have picked Kansas City over Houston because obviously that seemed like a no-brainer. Houston looked good from the beginning, but after that they kind of looked confused and stuff, but I have a couple fantasy lineups as well that I did this year, and I have to follow as well from some of the other games. But today I'll do my picks for week one of the 2020 season, and we'll start off with the Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings at 1 p.m. These are the 1 p.m. games. I'm a Vikings fan as well as, see a New England. I have my New England shirt on. But I'm also a Vikings fan as well as a Pats fan. But, we got Kirk Cousins. Dalvin Cook just signed a big contract extension. Green Bay, honestly, they always play them hard. We got a couple injuries on the defense and stuff. And, if I had to pick, heart-wise, I would love my Vikings to win. I'm still going to pick the Vikings. They're the home team. They didn't lose a lot except for Diggs, really. Their defense is still pretty good. I don't know what Green Bay's defense is going to look like, and I don't know how their offense is going to flow. But I'll go with the Minnesota Vikings to win a close one as the first game. Obviously, the next game I'm going to go is the Miami at New England game. Miami seems to always have our number down in South Beach. But this one's up in Foxborough, and it's Cam Newton's debut versus Ryan Fitzpatrick. Honestly, I think Cam's going to do pretty good. I don't really like him, but I'm hoping he'll do good. I was hoping for Stidham to be the quarterback, but prediction-wise, I'm going to predict New England wins this one. If it gets too bad, you might see Tua today at the end of the game getting in some garbage time. I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Depends how the game goes, I guess. I guess sticking to the division, I'll go with the New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills game. And I'm going to go with the Bills on this one. They got Diggs, the superstar wide receiver now. Josh Allen's in his third year. I just think the Jets probably are going to win some games. It just depends how Darnold does and, how their defense plays. I think they have a good defense, or at least a mediocre, average defense, but, they got some weapons on offense too. Some of the receivers are hurt. I just think Buffalo's just overall a better team than the Jets right now, so I'm just going to pick Buffalo, the home team. Philly at Washington. I pretty much just say one thing. Dwayne Haskins is quarterback of Washington. I still think they got a good young team. I just think Philly's going to be too much. I'm picking Philly in that one. Cleveland and Baltimore is going to be a good one because Cleveland did upset Baltimore last year, but I don't think it's going to happen today. Baltimore, I think, is just going to win this game. They're playing in the home crowd, and, I don't know, maybe Baker might go off, and then, you could see an upset, but I just don't see it today. I think Cleveland's going to get in their groove. I think they'll go 1-1 against Baltimore, but this season, but I think Cleveland's going to have to get in their groove today. Although if OBJ goes off today, you might see Cleveland upset them. But yeah, I'll pick Baltimore. Indianapolis Colts at the Jaguars. Obviously, I live here in Duval, in Jacksonville. It looks, murky, like it's raining. It's going to be, not that good of weather. Before the weather, if it counted the weather, I would say take the Jaguars, being the home team in the weather and stuff like that. But, Colts have Phillip Rivers now, and, he doesn't really lose that much every time he's played Jacksonville, he's won pretty much mostly all of them in San Diego or LA, whatever. But I'll go with an upset. I'll pick Jaguars. I'll pick Gardner Minshew to keep his momentum and win. I was going to pick Phillip Rivers to win in his debut, but I'll go ahead and go with Jacksonville. Las Vegas versus at Carolina. This debut of Teddy Bridgewater under center in Carolina, and Derek Carr, obviously, the Vegas has some good new weapons, Ruggs, and they got Hunter Renfrow, and they got some good offense. I don't know how their defense is going to perform. This one's pretty much a toss-up, but Carolina still does have Christian McCaffrey. I'm going to go with Carolina. They're the home team. Christian McCaffrey's still going to go off. He's on my fantasy team. I'm just going to pick him. Chicago at Detroit. I don't know what either team's going to look like. Chicago's got a good defense. They're going with Trubisky instead of Foles. I'm going to pick... I would have picked Chicago, but I think I'm going to go with Detroit to win this one in a close game. I'll pick Detroit to not win this one. I'll pick Detroit to win this one, sorry. The last 1 p.m. game is Seattle at Atlanta Falcons, and Atlanta has not really been consistent since that, New England came back and beat them in the Super Bowl. And, Seattle's defense isn't as good as it once was, but their offense is still good. Julio Jones is still in Atlanta. This could be a toss-up either way. I just think down the stretch, it's in turf anyway, so the weather's not going to be a factor. I just think, when it comes down, I'll pick Seattle to win this one. I trust Russell Wilson more than I do Matt Ryan. So I'm going to pick Seattle to win this one. The 4 p.m. games, let's start off with the one that nobody probably really cares that much about, but Arizona at San Francisco. Kyler Murray second year versus Jimmy Garoppolo pretty much second full season under center. And how is that loss in the Super Bowl going to hang over to them? Are they going to just have a hangover and not, whatever, or are they going to ball out still? They're missing a couple weapons. Deebo Samuel's not playing today. Arizona has DeAndre Hopkins now. They don't have David Johnson, but they did draft, running back. I think Benjamin, I think, is who they drafted. Arizona could upset San Fran, but San Fran does have a good defense still. That should be a back and forth matchup, maybe. That seems like it could be a high scoring potential or balling out potential game. But I'm going to go with San Fran to win this one. It's in the home crowd. I think San Fran's just going to make the plays down the wire when they need to. And I'll go with them. Next game is LA Chargers at Cincinnati. It's Joe Burrow's rookie debut game versus Tyrod Taylor under center and the Chargers after, Phillip Rivers left for Indianapolis. Now, Herbert isn't going to start unless something happens, but, potentially Tyrod Taylor could look crappy, or get hurt, and, we could have a Herbert versus Burrow matchup today. I would love to see that, which rookie would make the plays down the stretch to win for their team. Burrow's going to have a lot of weapons because A.J. Green's back now, and they got John Ross, and, they got all their weapons like that. I don't know what their defense is going to look like. I know that the Chargers' defense is pretty good, except for they're missing Derwin James is out. They also got, the running back Austin Eckler's pretty good. They still got Keenan Allen. They got Hunter Henry still. He's on my fantasy team. They got weapons on offense still. And just because the quarterback changed doesn't mean that they're going to, suck. I mean, they still got weapons. He might not be as, accurate as Philip Rivers. Have a stronger arm than Philip Rivers, but he also can scramble. He also can make plays on the run. This is going to be a good game to watch, this Chargers versus Cincy game, because it could come down to a wire game. I'm going to pick the Chargers to win late at Cincinnati. I think Tyrod Taylor will just make the play to win the game, and they'll win by a field goal or so, and Joe Burrow will, he won't have a hangover from this loss, but it's just a learning curve that he's got to do, coming to the NFL. And then now we'll talk about the primetime 4 o'clock game that everybody wants to hear about, and that's the New Orleans Saints game versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Tom Brady, and Gronk on the team now. They have a lot of weapons on offense, so does New Orleans. I think this game could either be a shootout or it could be a low-scoring game. But a lot of people have been picking New Orleans to win this game. I'm going to go with Tampa. I'm going to go with Brady to make the plays down the stretch and win the game. He'll trust Gronk at the end. Gronk will make a big catch or a touchdown at the end and win. I think that's what's going to happen. Tonight, Sunday Night Football, is Dallas and the Rams, LA Rams. This matchup could be, has potential for being a good matchup as well. I'm going to pick Dallas to win this one. I'll pick Dallas as the upset, to upset them in LA. Because it could have been a coin toss either way. But I'll go with Dallas to win this in a close game. And then tomorrow's Monday Night Football games are going to be one at 7 o'clock and the other one at 10 o'clock. The 7 o'clock one is Pittsburgh Steelers at the New York Giants. Obviously, Big Ben's coming back for injury, and Connor too as well. And Daniel Jones is in his second year as a quarterback. What's he gonna do? Does he have any weapons? They still got Barkley. It's at home. But I'm gonna pick Pittsburgh to win this game. I think that just Pittsburgh's overall better team, better coaching. I'm just gonna pick Pittsburgh to win this game. And then Tennessee at Denver. Is Tennessee gonna have a hangover of losing the championship game and letting Baltimore come back, or Kansas City come back, or is Denver going to ball out with Drew Lock as their quarterback? We don't know. Tannehill's still the quarterback in Tennessee. If I had to pick just based on paper, I would pick Tennessee. Team-wise, Jerry Jeudy's also in Denver now, so that he finally has a, vertical weapon. I'm going to pick Tennessee to win because Courtland Sutton went down. Although, the air could be a factor being, different, the mile high, the atmosphere and stuff. But I'm going to pick Tennessee just based on purely on the team-wise. Just about the team that they had last year. They pretty much almost have the same team. And other than that, that's pretty much it. But yeah, Denver could win. But yeah, if Denver wins, I see it still being a close game. We could see a shootout as well, but I think Derrick Henry's going to be pretty good. But that's all for my video today on my 2020 NFL predictions. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.